Good afternoon, everyone. The topic for today's lecture is India and its neighbors. There is a proverb that says, if we have to go near, we have to walk alone, and if we have to go far, we have to walk together. The same is applicable to at the international relations, as India is playing a role of a leader for the various neighboring countries of India. At the same time, if I'll talk about the COVID-19 pandemic, so during this pandemic, India came as a leader and provided the various medical assistance to its neighbors and also provide a loan to the Sri Lanka as a goodwill gesture. In addition to that, India launched various phases in order to send the medical aids to the Vanilla Islands consisting of Madagascar, Maldives, Comoros, Seychelles, Reunion, etc. In addition to that, recently there was a virtual summit between India and Bangladesh and about 7 agreements has been signed. And Prime Minister Modi said to Sheikh Hasina, "आप भरोसा रखिए, everything will be good." Now this shows the capability of India at the international relations, and India always advocated democracy, and in addition to that, India is giving various advantages to its neighboring countries. And apart from that, if I'll talk about the defense cooperation among the various neighboring countries of India, so India is doing good, and also India is assuring the other neighboring countries that India is going to provide a number of defense weapons. And recently, India decided to transfer the and to make a deal with the neighboring country regarding the Akash surface-to-air missile. If I'll talk about Pakistan and China, so still there is a hope that we can pacify the differences between these two countries and will take the advantage of the relationship in order to grow our economy. In addition to that, one main impact is that one main area is that economy. So after the launch of Self-Reliant India campaign, India know where they are lagging, and by learning from the mistakes, they are coming up with the best technology with the help of the neighboring countries, and also which will help both the countries in order to bring out the best of the best. And the neighboring countries of India is also supporting at the great platforms like United Nations and UNSC. Like with the support of the neighboring countries, only India was able to get a non-permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council. So all in all, I would like to say that neighboring countries play a very important role to give a proper shape to the economy of a country like India. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with the topic India and its neighbors. So I'll be segregating my topics into the subtopics, and based on that, I'll be describing what I feel about this topic. So let's understand the importance. So we all know, even if an individual, he is made of what he is surrounded with. If he is surrounded with good people, he is surrounded with good neighbors, he will obviously gonna be a progressive man. And the same applies to a country as well. If the country is surrounded with the good neighbors, then obviously the whole together will develop in a better way. And that same applies to India as well. India, if have good relationship with the neighboring countries, it will grow much bigger. And that is why it is important to have good relationship with the neighbors, and that is why the neighbors play a key role. Let's understand what is currently happening. See, we have good relationship with many countries like Afghanistan, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Mauritius. But at the same time, we have challenges, and we are not on the good terms with Pakistan and China. And we all know that a single kida is more than enough to destroy the human body. So we need to address that elephant. There are actually two elephants. And if a kida is like a China, I think it will cause a lot of problem. So what are the challenges with the China? The first challenge I feel is of the border issue. We have border issues from very long time, and it has caused a lot of war. 1962 as well, 67 little skirmish, 87 and all, and recent Galwan Valley attacks. So I think we need to address that. How are we going to address that? like the government is currently doing, they are having dialogues. I think now what I feel is the dialogue should happen on the topmost leaders of the nation, and that's when they can sit and discuss, and they should bring along good negotiators with along them, so that the negotiator can actually bring around the table towards our favor. Also, we have challenge of trade deficit with China. I think if we can incentivize like Atmanirbhar Bharat and similar kind of schemes, I think we as economy will grow up, and I think we can counter the trade deficit with China. And as a result of Atmanirbhar Bharat, we can see the trade deficit has fallen pretty drastically. It was $24 billion in the last year of the first quarter. Now it is $12 billion. So I think if we can take this sort of a steps, obviously the challenges will be solved. I think now if you see the challenges with the Pakistan, again we have trust deficit challenge. Whatever war that has happened so far, it is all because of the trust deficit, and also because we want a competitiveness. Actually, they more want competitiveness. If we are doing nuclear test, and they are also bound to do nuclear test, but I think the competitiveness should happen in a constructive way. If we are building in IITs and IIMs, they shouldn't be building Al Qaeda's. They should be building what we are building. I think competition should be happening in that way. I think if we get into that mindset, probably the most of the challenges will be solved. As far as the other countries is concerned, we don't have too much of challenge because we have friendly relationship. But what we can do with the Myanmar is that currently we are making a road and connectivity that can connect the southeast countries, so that we can counter the expansion policy of China. Also, we need to have good relations with the lower ocean countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives, Mauritius, so that we can have a good hold on the ocean connectivity, and so that we can have control, and we can get profit out of it. So that is all I have to say. Thank you.